Hello, welcome to this episode of Rich Insights. I'm Don Rich, Chief Investment Officer of Esoterica Capital Management. Today's topic is Nirvana. You know, we all get caught up in our everyday lives, with just the day-to-day activities, and sometimes it's easy to forget just what an unusual time in history this is. It's a very unique time in history. We have had numerous rounds of quantitative easing. And that has given rise to what seems like an unlimited amount of liquidity in the marketplace. And so what has been the effect of all that liquidity? Well, I'm going to show you a measure today that tries to quantify that. Let's go to the charts here. Here we go. This is the Chicago Fed, the Chicago Federal Reserve puts out a financial conditions index that tries to measure, you can think of it as the amount of stress in the financial markets. It's the financial conditions, but it's really the amount of stress that they detect in the financial markets. Now, I like this index because it comes out weekly, right? It gives you a very real-time sense of what's going on in the marketplace. And it's also a very broad index where it covers money markets, equity markets, debt markets, high yield markets, right? It tries to cover everything. So very quickly, the way to read this chart here is when the index is zero, which it almost never is, it simply means that credit conditions are neither tight nor loose, right? Above zero, is when they're tightening, obviously the further above zero, the tighter they are, and below zero, the looser they are. And you can see the nice thing about this index as well is it goes back, we got a lot of history here. It goes back to the 70s. So where are we at today? So, I use this dotted line on a lot of my charts. It just it signifies the last observation we had, which was the end of January here. The last observation that we have, and then how it compares in history. All right? And so what you can see based on this chart is that we are near all-time levels of accommodation. Right? What the hell does that mean? Well, I call this segment Nirvana because this really is about as good as it gets. Right? It may not seem like it, you may not realize it, but we step back and look at it. Relative to history, again, this is damn near as good as it gets. Now, there's one counter argument to that. Let's take a look at that real quick. You might be saying to yourself, hey, fat guy, what about here the last 2 years? We've essentially been in this state of nirvana for most of the last 2 years. Right? And that's true. That's true. We have been. There's no doubt about it. We may stay in this state of nirvana for a while. The amount of stress in the marketplace just seems to be non-existent everywhere. Right? But look at how unusual this is. Right? We may stay here for a while, but this is the exception. This is the exception, right? Not the rule. Not the rule. So what do we do with this information? Is this a henny penny, right? A Chicken Little sort of thing? Oh my gosh, the world's ending. What do I do? No. That's not the reason I'm showing you this, right? The purpose of this is that we want to take advantage of opportunities when they present themselves. All right, so we want to be proactive. So explore some fixed income funds. Explore some investment strategies that will do well when stress returns to the marketplace. All right, and the easiest, most common strategy for that is going to be some form of fixed income. So explore those in advance. Be ready to take advantage of those. And then when the stress presents itself, you won't be sitting on the sidelines with everyone else saying, oh no, my equity portfolio is tanking. You'll be able to profit from your fixed income activity, or at least diversify some of your equity losses with your fixed income gains. All right, so that's our message for today. I'm Don Rich. You just experienced a rich insight. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk again soon. Thank you.